And then they put them on a plate. Would you like to say a few words to the people back home?
No.
You'd like to let them know that how much you're enjoying yourself?
No.
Can't say no to the plate.
Oh yeah. If you can resist.
Background where is it? Underground water background is
Under the sea. Oh, look at the other side. Look at that colour. It's almost, they're coming up to have a look.
I want to get some of my little camera. One's that side.
Oh, well, not sure for sure, is it?
What size is that? Oh, there, Chantel. No, there he is, down by the rock. What's it look like to you? Like a fish? Like a fish. That's what it looks like. These ones are just full.
Divers. Divers down here.
Can't get them down, it's too blurry. But
What a little diving centre, isn't
there's one now.
And I didn't even actually have to get wet to get you.
Amazing. Another one down there. Oh, the gribble.
I think this is supposed to be the submarine back on that old handset.
They're using this.
It's not like it said it on the side of the car.
hello, come and say hello, will you?
Yeah.
They're looking for the leftovers from the Great White.
Adventures, are you filming this as well?
Someone, it's round the other way now. Where is the aquarium? Where is it? There. Someone says they're coming to have a look at us, aren't they?
Yeah. Coming right up along the side of the grass. Side, Chantel. Keep your head to one side. That's it. Quick. There it goes. Over in that chair. Keep to one side. Ready?
Yep. Okay.
One more. One. That's it. Right, you want to go up top and then come back down and get them?
Yeah.
Picture of a hot fish shelter. You two not this way quick? No.
Can I have that one? That's the access. But, oops.
Is that included or not?
What's it sound like?
Yeah.
¿Qué era eso?
Sacarlo un poquillo. Turning his back on us.
Having a right old display.
I'll get you back as well then. I can't even see if I've got them.
Would you like to sign the autograph book?
Iya, masuk iya.
No, eso no. Don't worry, but there's a path right up to the top.
I like these nesting to hear her screaming.
Yeah.
Now when people got too
Some of
close.
them are falling foul of something.
Yeah. Do you want to go up to the top? Every time you go to step one, see, there you go.
That's the warning.
Mum!
Any closer and you'll hear thousands of them coming down. Yeah. Yeah, double.
Don't trip on anything.
Somebody going to beat David Attenborough?
And here we are in Spain. We are on Seagull Island. This is my show.
Give me a camera and I'll take some pictures of the birdies.
That was a demonstration of the mating call of the...
Alexa. Oh, that's not good for the attack.
No! Okay, we're going back. No, we're going this way.
Whoa, you're right.
Mind you don't nick something as well.
You can go back along that path. Just go past it, Chantel, it'll be fine.
No!
That's what all the guards are all for on the posts.
That's because you two stopped and I had to stand there as well.
You've got to run the gauntlet.
There you go.
Here he comes.
Come on!
You going back that way?
Yes, we are going back this way. You shut the fuck up! You fucking compliment. Come on!
He's just sat there. He doesn't do the trick. Would you two find the effort?
Mum, for crying out loud. I ain't getting dropped on my seagull again.
I'll go in front. Actually, it's past. You've got checks.
It's just responding to your mating call. That's all.
See, this is why they go at you, because you stand there.
Got chicks.
Yep, underneath her.
All right.
Carry on moving then, that's what I'm talking
Oh yeah, nice.
about. Right.
You want to be famous? Well, you won't get far with that act.
Ja, deswegen soll man nicht füttern, weil die mögen diese eh nicht.
rasca el sol, ¿no? ¿No creo que escabea?
I'm no master, it won't affect it at all.
Oh, right. I didn't want him to be in it.
Oh, I'm gutted I missed. Did you see him? Oh, I missed it. I nudged him to have a look. I missed him. Did you see his bum?
Yes, nicely tanned.
Yeah, well, I'm really upset now. I've missed that anyway. So we do have a man who comes along in the song very often. As the other side of the bus did get to see, but we didn't. Never mind. This little town as well. Your local food of this area. Your paella is your local food of the Comunidad de Valencia, which is traditionally in Spain eaten on a Sunday. And what they tend to do on a Sunday is they all get round the family houses, or go around the grandparents or the parents' house, and they all sit down to make paella. But your actual food of this area is actually something called it's a coca. Right? It's like a little tiny pastry. And inside the pastry you've got tuna, tomatoes, peppers, onions, all sorts. So it's lovely, really, really, really nice. You can have them hot or you can have them cold. And they come from this area here. This is where the actual coca comes from here. If you go to a Spanish birthday party, we don't get sausage rolls here. We get pieces of coca. But actually in the Campello, we're going to stop off in a minute, there's a little bakery and you can actually go try some of the cocas. If you fancy trying a bit of it, just ask me when you get off the bus and I'll send you the right direction and you can go up and try some of the coca. It's not expensive, it's like a little pastry. So really, really nice. Sometimes they fill them with chicken and spinach, but traditionally they're filled with actual tuna, tomatoes and peppers. Your local drink of the area is actually something called, it's like, you know, the slash puppy? Well, it's like, they've got tons and tons, it's called the Gran Planilla in Spanish, but they've got all sorts of flavours here. You get like a strawberry one, you even get alcoholic ones, which is quite nice. Obviously that's a mojito, isn't it? But you get lots and lots of flavours, but one that's very, very popular is something called a chufa or horchata. And it's like a really cold slush, but made from the almond milk. Alright, and it's really nice. And when the kids go, Mum, can I have a slush? They always hand them a chufa or horchata, because they say it's really healthy. So that's your actual local drink of here. Right, we're just, if you look over to your right window, you can just see Benidorm. Way over in the distance, can you see it? A little bit faded. Just over there, there's Benidorm. That's it, just right over there is Benidorm. Right, the tram line's now heading up, so it's going to start making its way into its next one. And we're just going to go into the tram line. And this is a lovely wee place, this area as well. Really, really popular with the Spanish. And the beach is never that busy. See, because it's that big, It never gets that busy. And in the winter seasons, they tend to leave all the seaweed on the beach. You see, when we have the storms, they leave the seaweed on it because it stops the sand eroding. And then what they do is when they collect the seaweed up, they actually take it up to, do you know, with the tomatoes, the banana tomatoes, and then use it as fertiliser. So that's, you can actually see, if you have a little look at the ends, you can see some of the seaweed already been washed up. So they'll leave that probably now until, they probably won't rush to pick that up because obviously Easter's finished with now. So they'll probably leave that on a little bit and then they'll gather it up, take it to the end and they take it up to the tomatoes. Now if you're on this side and look back, you can see the whole extent of the beach. It's lovely because it goes all the way around. So you get a nice view from this side. They got to see the man in the thong, but we'll get to see the beach on this side.
I had a better view.
You had a better view, I must
Oh,
admit.
meant to the right anyway.
There we go. There's a wee summer school, there's a wee sailing school. So they do lots of stuff. Come down in the summer, they've always got summer schools on here, teach them to do windsurfing, kite surfing, that sort of thing. Right there you go, can you see? All the way right along, so that takes you all the way. That takes you right into Alicante. See the bit that sticks out? Then that takes you into Alicante. So that's the whole sound. Beautiful, isn't it? Really famous beach in Spain, because it is the longest beach in Spain. But I'm going to sit down, because as we enter the next town, the police station is just at the beginning, the Guardia station, so I'm not meant to stand either. We've actually got 3 different types of police in Spain. You've got Guardia Civil, which was left from Franco's army, and they deal in drugs and traffic. You've got your local police, you'll see them around Benidorm crossing the kids across the road at schools, a little bit of petty crime, that sort of thing. And then you have your national police, they're the ones with the big guns. They're the ones you'll see at the airport, that's the national police with the big guns. And they're the ones, they're the bad boys. They're the ones, if they take you away, you're not coming back. But normally they're the better looking ones, so that's alright, that doesn't matter. Right, we're just going to, class is coming in. This is leaving San Juan now, and this is us just making our way to Campello. So this is the time we're going to get off, have a little look around, a little wander, get something to eat if you're feeling a little bit peckish. So there's your police station just here to your right hand side. We're just going to go over this dry river bed. I don't know if you remember, see before we came across the pomegranates and the banal with urbanisation where the dodgy people were, we went over a dry river bed, didn't we? Well, this is the same one. So if we walked up this dry river bed, it would take us back up to the factory. So these are actual storm drains. So when you do get some really, really heavy rainfall up in the mountains, it actually washes them down. So these aren't dry because there's a drought or nothing. Because to be fair, we did actually have quite a lot of rain this year. Last winter was very, very dry. Okay, but this winter we did have a lot of rain and it's filled the reservoirs back up because they were getting very critically low. But it has filled them up. But these are storm drains. So this is us just making it in. We always get lots of campers along here. This is quite quiet. You should come down last week, it was full. It was all camper vans all the way. It's not a campsite, there's just obviously stop off, obviously near the garage, so you're near toilets and things as well. So they stop off and maybe stop a night there and carry on. And this is us coming to Campello. Now this wee town, like I said, it's very multicultural. Lots of Brits living in this town. You've got lots of expats. You get lots of Scandies come over for the winter when it's so cold and dark in Norway and Sweden. They all come down and have the winters down here. It's got about 22,000 people living in it. June, July and August goes up to 90,000. So it gets really busy. For a fishing village, a little fishing village, does get a bit lively. And see, every time I come in here on the bus, everybody comes in here, and as we enter Campello, everybody goes, oh look, there's a Lido. So there's a Lido in Campello too. So if you're missing Lido, guys, you've got a Lido. There you go. This town as well is meant to be known as a very, very lucky town, right? Because you know how the big lottery we have here called El Gordo on the 22nd of December? It's called the big fat one, it's a Christmas lottery. Well, this town had the biggest lottery win ever known. Just won under €1 billion. So won a lot of money, but what the family, I know it's ridiculous, what the family did is they actually invested a lot of money back into the town. So they've done the promenade, they've done the beach walk, they built a hotel, so they put a lot of money back in. Well, I come down this Christmas we just had last year, down on the 22nd of December, and only the camera crews were back out the lottery shop again. They had another big win. Not quite as big as the first one, but they still had a decent win. So if you like playing the lottery, this is where you should buy your ticket. Right, and if you win it, I'll leave you my address. Because I did tell you about it, so you do have to give me a bung. Alright?
It's not just Christmas, you can buy a lot of real.
You can buy a lot of real, you can get your Euro.
How does that work then? How do you check?
Well, your Euro Millions lot is it Euro Millions? Is that what it's called?
Is that the same?
It's the same. It's the same. So it's the same numbers. The other ones you can go on. You can go online and check the tickets now as well. But this is your way main street, so this is where all your wee shops are. Not many shops, like I said, it's a wee fishing village, so you're quite safe, gentlemen. Your money's quite safe here, I think. There is a few wee shops, and if you do want to go shopping, I would come up to the shops first, because they will shut at 2 o'clock. Your local fiestas, you've got Mars and Cristianos, which is celebrated in October time as well. They take you up to the towers. Remember the towers I was talking about? Well, they've got one here called the Little Island Tower, and it was built in 1553. So what they do on the fiestas, they go up to the towers and they do them all up with like flags, and they do it, and actually reenact all the battles up there. So some of the Spanish will dress as Moors, and they'll watch them come in on the boats, and the Christians will stand on the beach and wait for them and reenact all the battles. So they do it all up at the tower as well. So really good to see. But your other main fiesta here is on the 16th of July, and it's Virgin of Carmen. The Virgin of Carmen is actually the patron saint of the fishermen. Because we're in the fishing village, they always celebrate this on the 16th of July. What they do is they bring it out the church for the day. They bring it on one of them big float things.
Yeah.
Well, they all big heavy ones, and they all carry it down to the harbour, and then she goes off in a boat for the day. And they have like some fireworks. They do all the boats up and all the streets with like buntings, streamers and flags. She goes out for the day, and then they come back in. Big fireworks display, and then obviously pop back in the church for another year. But every wee fishing village you do go to will also celebrate this. Now I'm just going to point, is everybody feeling a wee bit peckish? Going to point a couple of wee things out that you might fancy. If you fancy something English, okay? As we're just approaching in a minute to your left hand side, there's a little shop called Katie's. It's a little English cafe that does toasties, homemade soup, tea cakes, homemade cupcakes, sandwiches, that sort. Can you see it there now, Katie's? Says there?
Yeah.
Right, that's a little English tea shop. She does nice pots of tea, cakes, scones, that sort of thing, sandwiches. So if you want something English, that's always a nice option to head up there. Well, we're going to take the bus down to this harbour down here. Alright, if you fancy Katie's, don't worry though, you can walk up it that way. You don't have to walk up this big hill. I mean, you can do a little walk up that way. If you want something Spanish, we've got lots of little Spanish tapas bars all the way along the beach front. You can get nice tapas, or you can get a menu del day, which is a menu of the day. Alright, so lots and lots to do. If you've got picnics as well, Katie doesn't mind you eating the picnics up there as long as you buy her a drink. Alright, so she doesn't mind that. Now what we've got, there's your tower. Can you see the tower?
Oh yeah.
So there's the tower up there, so if you like taking pictures, woo, you can head up there, get some nice pictures from up there. There is, if you walk round the harbour, a few restaurants round there, you can walk up the hill and you get some nice views, and then you've got the tower up there as well. What we're going to do is we're just going to stop the bus here. We won't be able to leave the bus here, but we will drop you off, and this is where we will pack these back up. Now it's 1:15, got an hour and a half here. So we'll have you back on the bus to leave, ready for leave for about 2:45. Is that alright? Anything you want to leave, anything on the bus, feel to do so. There is only one rule, right guys, you can't come back on my bus, because it is still Easter, unless you've gone and had a nice glass of wine and a cold beer. Is that alright? And you have one for me, is that okay? Fantastic. Like I said before, anything you want to leave on the bus, feel to do so.
Yeah.
Get all the boats in the background as well. God, they're biggies.
Yeah, look, there's supper just gone under there.
Big one. Oh, isn't it? The size of that one. You need to come down here fishing.
And you can see it goes right out as well. Lots of seaweed, and it covers all the beaches. And then they gather it up and feed it, chuck it on the farms for the tomatoes.
The birds nesting under there in the hole.
Is this the... all right.
Down over there, Del. It's the Roman ruins.
Is that what it is?
Do you remember she said?
Yeah.
Just beside that.
Oh, everything's covered in that seaweed. Yeah. Everything's covered in the seaweed.
I know. Yeah, stand down there beside that bush and I'll get a picture of you.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice beach, just spoilt by this sheer amount of seaweed coming up on there, which they gather up for the tomatoes.
Tram station's at the back there. So if you wanted to come to Campello, obviously you get out in Campello. If you wanted to go to San Juan, waiting. If you wanted to go to Alicante, you go to Alicante. Alicante's lovely, €6 40 return to take it to Alicante. So dead reasonable. So really, it's really reasonable. It's an hour and 20 minutes, so you get your money's worth. But it's a good run. It's a good run on the tram. It's a nice run because you do get to see the whole coastline. Right, keep your eyes peeled. Right, here's the marina. Right, can you see the big boat at the back there, the biggest one? Can you see it?
Yeah.
That one's mine.
Is it?
And here's your tower. There you go. So, and see that building in front of the tower? That used to be the Guardia Civil station. That was the police station up until last year, and they got themselves a new fancy one at the beginning. But that was the police station there. So there's a tower there, and up on the mountain, way over there in the corner, there's another tower. If you look really far in the distance, can't see it now. It's gone. So that's what they've done. They set a big fire in that tower, and it'd be seen from the tower on top of that mountain. They would let a fire in their tower. So it's like the wee domino effect the whole way along. Right, guys, hands up. Who wants to have some fun going back? Hey, what kind of fun is that? We all want to know. What we do on the way back for a wee bit of fun. You heard about Peter tell you about Nourish Your Children and how one of these vitameal bags feeds a malnutrition child for a month. Well, this isn't a bag of porridge. It's not my ready break in the morning. All right, it's a complete it's like a porridge, like a rice and bean porridge, but it's got all the correct vitamins, minerals, and nutrition the child needs to develop. All right, so what it's doing is giving them the correct vitamins. And what's really important about this, the children actually have to go to school to get fed, so they get an education. That means the young girls get sent to school, because places like Rowley, the girls get kept at home to help with the chores. See, because they get their dinner, the mums send them, so they get an education, so stops underage pregnancies, The money they raise, they build schools, they build factories where they make the food, so it brings employment in. So it's a really, really good initiative. And what we like to do for a wee bit of fun and help a wee bit to a good cause, we have a raffle on the bus. Right now there's a trick to my raffle. I'm going to show you my prizes and I need you to get excited. Can we do that? Can we do some excitement? This is why I sent you, yeah, this is why I sent you to the pub before you came back. You got water. There, here we go, I'll get my bag out. So first of all, in the raffle today we have a tube of my super duper fabulous toothpaste! Yay! Now, it's a wee bit mashed up, folks. If I just say toothpaste, right, it doesn't sound that exciting, right? But see this toothpaste, honestly, it is fantastic. My whole family use it. It's €12 a tube. It's not the cheapest tube of toothpaste, but it will bring your teeth back to their lovely white colour without damaging them. And this is actually, out of the 200 products New Skin have, this is their best seller, is the toothpaste. So it is really, really worth all the money it's got. So we've got some New Skin toothpaste, yay! What else have I got? Let me see. Oh, we have got some fluffy insoles, yay! Do you know how good these are? Yeah. They have fluffy insoles, these. They are good. See, at home, someone told me they had, no, it was Katie in Katie's cafe that I went into. She said they were scraping the frost off the car today in England. Right, so that's how cold it is back home. So when you go home and step off that plane and you put your feet on English ground or Scottish ground, whatever you go back to, you're going to go, oh, I wish I had the fluffy insoles in my shoes right now. Yes. Okay, then these, because you know you lose all the heat from your feet or from your head. So we've got some really lovely fluffy insoles, and there's a bargain, there's two of them in there, look. One for each foot. Okay, so we have some fluffy insoles. We've also got, what is Villariosa famous for? Chocolate, yay! Well, we've got half a bar.
Half a bar.
What? Only comes in half, so this, no. We've got a whole bar of vanilla chocolate! Woo! It has been winking at me, I must admit. I did go to Katie's to get a cake because they just kept looking at me in my bag. So we have some vanilla chocolate, a whole bar, and we've also got, do you remember I told you about the family run ones? I said you got the velour one and then you got the wee family run one. Yeah. Well, I've got a wee bar of chocolate from there. Woo! Smell this. It smells absolutely, it actually smells, you can't smell it. It smells better than the velour stuff, I'm telling you. Doesn't it? It smells delicious. It smells absolutely amazing, but do you know what this is? It's not normal chocolate. Do you know what it is? It's drinking chocolate.
Drinking chocolate.
Yes. Do you know when you go into the Spanish bars and you get the drinking chocolate and the churros? Yeah. And they sit there and they dunk them in it? That's what they says. It's drinking chocolate. So if you win this, the instructions are on the back. How to make them, they are in Spanish, okay? So if you do win it, I will translate for you. So we have some chocolate. We've also got, what else have I got? Who liked the wine in the room? Nobody? Well, we've got a bottle of Tinto de Verano, yay! This is what you were drinking in the room. Remember Peter was telling you about the Tinto de Verano, it's very similar to sangria, but not as strong. Well, this is how it comes in a big plastic bottle, and it looks like juice. And my dad was on his holidays, and I caught him drinking it with his breakfast. I said, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, I'm having a drink. Well, that's alcohol. I thought it was juice. That was Vimto. I went, no, it's not Vimto, it's alcohol. So we have some alcohol, some wine, and last but not least, because it wouldn't be a raffle if we didn't have a nice bottle of Cava, yay! Because it wouldn't be a raffle if I won, wouldn't it? No. And this is a really nice bottle. Do you know how I know that? Because I've tried it, yeah. We do have some really good, it's a brut, so it's a nice one. We do get some really good cavas here. Obviously champagne has to come from the Champagne region, but obviously we do get some nice cavas, and that is a really nice one because I have tried it and I can vouch for it. So that's all the prizes, they all go in separately. Right, we sell the raffle tickets. So you can have one ticket for €3, or you can throw caution to the winds because you're on your holidays and have a full strip, which is not me by the way, it's the tickets, which has got 5 in it for €5. And then that gives you 5 chances, because we split them up so you have 5 chances of winning. What I'm going to do is, it's for a wee bit of fun, a wee bit to good cause. I'm going to get Jose Lewis to put some music on. I'm going to come round and see he wants to take part in the raffle, and we'll do the raffle along the bus. There's not that many of us, so the chances are quite good that you could maybe win something. So I'll come round and see he wants to take a wee part, and then we'll do it now, yeah? Is that alright? Yeah? Lovely. Jose, ¿puedes un poco de música, por favor? Hi guys, you having a wee good sweetheart? I will have a strap of you from in the woods.
Quite nice.
There you go. Well, if you get lost in the way, you can follow.
I'm going to pour someone to death.
Not me, because I won't be
You're not watching it now.
You want my name on this?
No, I'm going to do them now.
All right.
I'm going to do them now on the bus, so
All right.
we'll just keep holding it tight. Okay? Yeah, let me go do.
Yeah?
What are you having, sir?
About 3 hours.
Yeah, one ticket, yeah? One for 3 or 5 for 5. Oh, thank you very much. You're a superstar. Do you have any go down? Do you have a full monster? There you go. And it landed on you there. A full strip, sir. You want your back to sit right now. Thank you very much. Did you enjoy Campello? It's lovely and a little bit different than Benidorm. Which is nice because I realise. Yes, it's
Yeah.
Might get it. Come down the corner.
Then we go.
I want 200 the hill.
Extreme sports team. You trying to have a drink by any chance?
cuando gente nunca se sabe eso.
Es que cuando te mueves es cuando las cosas, no cuando estás ahí
Sí,
como
siempre,
sitio.
sí, o parado en tu casa esperando que te salga una cosa de trabajo. Si no busca o no haces algo para merecerte también, algo, ¿sabes?
Por eso me fui de Tenerife, aunque cobraba una mierda. ¿Qué iba a hacer?
Mira
¿Quedarme en
que,
mi casa?
mira que al final salgo ya.
De puta madre.
See the suckers?
Oh, yeah.
I can't even see it. In a commentary that you've been up to the cross. Look at
Yep,
this.
been up to the cross. This is the proof, the evidence of our struggles. Anybody that tells you it's a 10-minute stroll, they're lying. This is just the last bit as you approach the cross.
Do you want to sit on that wall and I'll take the picture again?
Absolutely frozen. I got so cold at the dog park. I take him 2 times a week, but I was shivering all day. I had to go and have
Some nice clothes here, don't they?
Probi meda, probi, robi.
got them back anyway within the time.
Size, isn't it?
Yeah, he said this is a small one.
Yeah. But I've noticed just a little bottle about 40 odd. That's some of the prices. Ridiculous.
It's for kiddies, please.
Civil?
Posh glass. Here's Chantel for fun.
Bueno, 40 y algo. Luego 20 y pico, lo que pasa es que aparezco más. ¿No has tenido fijo? Bueno, puedo hablar por el teléfono, pero tengo hijos, claro que tengo. Bueno, tengo uno que tiene casi 90.
Never been a fire chance. Fight them. Don't fight them their own, even though we've got one at home.
Sort the cases out.
Keep that.
What is it?
Ahora bonito, se lo va a coger una nariz. Y si no te viene...
Best we say
Minkä primera venta va?
Yeah, because that was half day, but I didn't know.
Oh, my car, my car!
She's doing the grand track.
Oh my god, it's not it.
How's she going to get through that full side?
Pizza.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Where?
Or am I imagining things?
Oh, my car, my car!
A ton of strawberries. Pardon?
Can't smell it anymore.
No, it just wafted over. Sure it wasn't the chicken. No, it was pizza, wasn't it?
1.60. Oh, my car, my car! Tú andas para allí, para acá, con los clientes, rato que no, por ahí, abre. Oh, my car, my car, my car!
You understood what price she was saying?
Sí, sí. No, espérate. Ah, vale.
So many different fruit stalls, I think.
¿Viene ya? Madre mía.
Ya van para arriba. Ya, hasta
Las chicas que hicieron la operación.
Look for the orange around.
Okay, everybody, if you guys come on, hands down here, we're gonna move along. Now this fountain, ladies and gentlemen, this fountain, this square is full of what we call the fountains of fertility. In the old days, as far as Spain, we used to come on the donkeys with these water containers, and then we used to go on the market. And they had like this sort of, it was like a container, like a big bottle and a hook at the top, wide open on one side, and then you pull the head back and you drank. And they used to sell as much as you can drink. And years ago, a lot of the towns of the area got together, put some money in. You can see, for example, Benidorm, Algar, etc. They all come to well. Now, why are they called the fountains of fertility? The reason being that in the old days, if a couple got married, well, man and woman, because Spain men can marry men now, women can marry women. But to make babies, I never tried any other way. You need a man? Two men cannot make babies. Two women cannot make babies. I don't care what they say. Can they? That's the way you can. Anyway, let's get down to the point. The point I'm trying to make is that it was known as a fountain of fertility. So a couple got married. After a reasonable amount of time, there was no evidence, you know. It was always the girl's fault. You know, Spanish guys, you know, no, it's not my fault, it's the woman's fault. So they brought the woman, the girl, to Polop. And they forced her to have a drink of water from each water jar. Now, after 225 drinks of water, she wasn't pregnant. She's okay, yeah? So, 3 and a half months ago, this was practically only 4 or 5 of these jets were coming out. Because we've had a lot of rain, all the fountains, the well, everything, you know, they recover. Look at it, That water is perfectly drinkable. Yeah, I mean, it's clean. Here it's like, what you can drink? That's better. That's even better than bottled water.
Get pregnant.
Yes. Hey, careful, only a little bit. Come on, you know. Drink.
I'm not going to get pregnant.
Anyway, this water, once it passes through here, is used for the orchard, the irrigation. They also use it for toilet facilities and stuff like that. Yeah, it's perfect drinkable. I got a lady over there. She wants to treat you all the time. Don't forget what I said. A free horse twice thing. You know what sweet called nougat is, or nugget? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. And you know a very sweet wine called Moscatel. It's great. Come on. It's don't hurt. You don't have to drink.
I've been doing about 15 years.
Go on then.
They are run by the Spanish government. The price is always the same. Normally a packet of cigarettes costs €4, 40, 4.50, 4.60 around there. Got 99 steps instead of 199. You've been to with me up to the Dracula's place. With me. Will you be all right, my dear? Can I carry that bag for you? This nice slow pace, and we'll be fine. You want to go fast, just wait for us at the end. Wait for us at the end.
Oh, my.
That's good population. That's pretty good. That's not easy, eh?
Do you remember once you were in the same building?
So you celebrate the birthday together? All right, yeah. We're going to stop there too. All right, let's just get a little pause here. People, you know, they take things, but it's not a nice thing. Do you know what a barony is? Barony. A barony is like it's a noble title, like an earl or a duke or something. The baron of this, the baron of that. Okay, well, this was the barony of Polop. Benidorm, Alfas, various towns belong. In 1783, the whole thing changed. And that's where the barons used to live, yeah? Always close to the church, the richest families. Now, we don't have to go to the very top. If you do want to go, once you have your son, you have a quick look up, that's fine. The bar is just here with the tree saw. Okay? You ready?
Yeah, yeah.
And we do have toilets. And we.
Stand in that square, then I'll get you a picture.
You go and sit down wherever you like, straight ahead. Afterwards, if you want to go to the top, go ahead. Don't put drinking.
This girl, when you
Now, in a minute or two, we're going to bring out sangria for you, some shells, okay? And if anybody's underage or whatever, I'll give you some now.
I'm underage, Benny. I'm just a little bit underage.
Habrá alguno que no quiere sandía. What do you want to know? Well, there's many different versions of it. They don't make it too strong here because otherwise you won't be able to walk back to the bus. This is fruit, a little bit of lemonade, guanciale, a bit of martini, and wine. If you can put on vodka, gin, brandy, whiskey, that's a strong version. More to come.
Excellent. Oh.
Going back.
Like electricity. Cables.
Yeah.
A nice castle.
These calories, three.
One hour sound 4. The other one is 6.
Do you want me to hold on to you? No, that's all. You sure? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
See around that corner. That smile here. You've got lemon sales there. Thank you. It's on there, another youth.
Si no te lo compres de pilas, que luego... That's me pointing there. That's why she tries hard to get pictures. place to chill off your feet.
Yeah, I bet. Is it as cold as they say? That's what they say.
When you first get in,
Yeah. That's fine.
Okay, go on left, on your left. Good.
see, look what I do, okay, Mummy? Do the balance, Mummy, balance, balance.
Balance. Okay. Up. Oh. Yeah, and that's good. Hey, it's not a good thing.
¿Eh?
¿Y por qué no me tengo tranquilo, no?
Porque es mejor la que sea.